Welcome back to Beeloft by Liptech. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 Celsius. We're out here at the Brown County property. We have the 11 hives here. Bees are flying in and out in all the hives. We're just gonna take a quick check. This won't be a long video. I can see some pollen going into the first hive there. I just want to get an update, see what they're doing. Since we had the one hive at home swarm, just want to check into these real quick and make sure they're not getting ready to swarm. Do have the honey supers on these, so they did have some extra space, so we should be okay on that point. Let's stop this from blowing over. Woo! Wow, that was a big gust. Almost caught it. Hopefully it's still recording okay. But I tried to get it in a position where it wouldn't blow over. And so we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so it's a windy day out here, so I'm going to be pretty quick. Pulled the honey super off. It was pretty light. It doesn't look like they packed much into it. Excuse me. You can see the bees are pretty populous right here. I'm going to pull this outside frames. Go slow here. Let me give them a little, just a little smoke. There we go. And we're just going to take a quick glance at this hive. See what you're looking at there. Yep. So we're good. We're going to pull out the second frame. So I just got to separate these. There we go. See how well they're drawing the frame. It still had some gaps on it, looks like. Yep, they're just starting to put some nectar in there. So hopefully they'll start bringing it up to the honey super. This side hasn't been drawn much. But I noticed the other day that the tulip poplars are, you can see their flowers on them, their buds. So they should be getting ready to blossom here. And then we'll see how much honey they get. This hive is pretty docile. Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of larvae on this side. So looking really good there. I don't know if we can get the sunlight. It's hard for me to see through the veil. Close we can get here without bumping things. You can see all that larvae. I know in one of the previous videos I didn't do a very good job of showing my swarm cell. So I'm going to stick this back in here. That's all I want to see out of this hive today. So they got lots of bees coming. They're definitely not going to swarm on me. Plenty of room in the honey super. I'd prefer to have two supers on here, but we'll see how things go. A lot of times I do one deep and put some supers on top, but this year I'm all over the place. Kind of delayed. Kind of a weird year, how things been going here, but I'm trying to get my wholesale license. It's been approved, but I can't start bottling until May 9th. What that means is I can sell to businesses, restaurants and whatnot. As a home-based vendor, I can only sell directly to consumer. I can sell at farmers market directly to consumers. And I have to put a special label on there that says, you know, this product was packaged in a home kitchen, not inspected by the health department. Something like that is how it's stated here in Indiana. But if I get an inspected kitchen, then I can sell to a restaurant, which I have somebody that's starting a restaurant. It's called The Nest. They're opening up May 4th, I believe, here in Indianapolis. And trying to get my honey into there, but I'm not approved to operate until May 9th, which is my birthday. So I might not be available for their grand opening. but I will have honey there shortly after. And then we'll see where else I can sell honey, because last year I had 500 pounds of honey, and that's a little bit much to sell to just individuals. So I need to up my game a little bit and sell to more people, and it allows me to sell at the state fair. That's one of the things one of the regulations. In order to sell at the state fair, you have to have a wholesale license, and I could do it at home if I had a completely separate room that was not part of my living space to bottle my honey. But as of right now, I don't have that. So until I build something for that, I am going to be using a church kitchen to do that. So, all right, stay tuned here. I'm going to check these other hives and we'll get back to you. Yeah, this is the second hive, and I saw it just for comparison between the first and second hive. This is the honey super, and there are so many bees up here, as you can see. Zoom in a little bit. We can get these angles here. And there's a ton of bees up here, where the previous super, there were not a lot of bees. So I just wanted to show you that comparison, and then we'll pull out a frame here and see how these bees are doing compared to the other hive, if they're packing in honey or not. Get some nectar going here. This has a lot more weight to it than the other hive. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that. This whole frame full of nectar. On this side too. So these bees are doing really well. Finding resources. Could be that they had a higher population, and that's why they're a little more advanced than the other hive. This is a deep and a medium, and then I threw two mediums on top. Actually, it's a shallow and a medium on top for honey supers, and they're doing really well. So I'm going to pull. Yeah, they're doing well here. Lots of nectar, lots of bees. I don't know if you can see that glisten in the sun. That's 2 frames. It looks like I remarked these frames last year. I had marked them 24, and they didn't pull them very much in 24, so remarked them for 25 and got them marked, and it looks like they drew them out pretty well. Let's pull this off real quick. Set that on this hive. I'm going to get down another box just to see what's going on. Oh my goodness, look at all them bees. So they are doing quite well. You can see them there. Lots and lots of bees. Let's pull another frame out of here. This might be one of those boxes that I just have to add another super to it. Going slowly. These bees are also being real gentle. Not like the ones from the farm the other day, where it was cold and windy and kind of a rainy day. So I was worried that they were going to swarm, but we did not find any swarm cells, so I made that split anyways. But oh my goodness. Yep. They are bringing in the nectar. This is all full. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. Let me put this frame aside. You can see this next frame. They're starting to draw it out some. It wasn't fully drawn on this other side. This frame's kind of light. So let's see what we got going on here. So you can see on this frame here how they've drawn the comb, and then they'll get one hole that this little part right here I got to cut off because it's going the wrong direction. I don't like that. I'm just going to pull that out of there. let them fix it. And this side's already drawn, and it's a pretty light frame, so not too bad. They got time to fix it. I'm going to take this wax and just re-rub it on the frame here. Try to grind it into the frame a little bit. Try not to stir the bees up. So I ordered myself an Apis Tactical bee suit, and to go with the gloves that I got last year. My friend Boyd bought me the gloves for helping him out with his bees, which are bees that I gave him. So, and they're doing great this year so far. So let's put that back in. I gotta get this frame rest out of the way. I'm not going to worry about going down in the brood box today on this one. I just think they're doing pretty good. So I'll come back to you in a little bit and we'll wrap things up. Trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter this year, just to make them short and sweet, as they say. Okay, so we looked into all the hives and I didn't see any swarm activity. No queen cells to speak of. There was a couple queen cups, but they weren't charged. It was just the beginnings of them. The hives down at this end down here seem to be going pretty slow. This hive here is doing quite well, and that hive there is doing pretty well. So we'll give it a week or two, and then we'll probably make some splits down here. It's only April 21st, so I'll wait until probably close to my birthday to make the splits. See if we can get that honey bottled and get it out to the nest and the nest. And I'll give you more information about that on the next video. Thanks for watching Bee Loft by Liptak. We'll see you on the next video that we post. Thank you.